Welcome to the Soap Dish, where we dish about the soaps. Today is Monday, May 5th, and we are talking about Beyond the Gates. First, thank you to everybody who watched my most recent Beyond the Gates video and indulged me. And you guys were so nice. Like, y'all could have been mean because I was doing so much. But I appreciate you because it was so much fun. So thank you for everyone for that. And just all your understanding and patience as I'm still, pretty new to this, and I try to be as consistent as I can, but it's just hard to juggle. But I don't want to give it up. I'm having way too much fun, so I just appreciate all you bearing with me. This is probably going to be quick. Which doesn't mean it wasn't a great show. It was a great episode. It's just that as of this, when I'm recording this, it's 8:14, and I still have to make dinner and get ready for work in the morning. So rushing. But I just finished watching Beyond the Gates. As always, I appreciate the recap. On Mondays, they have the recap. And, I didn't need the recap because I already remembered, but I still appreciate it. So we have Leslie had just walked into the Duprees, and she's, doing her I almost forgot. All right, gotta do that at least once every, couple of days. I pay the bills around here. Leslie's being very, very grandiose doing her thing, making her speeches and her villain monologues. Everybody's looking at each other. People are making little quips here and there. Martin's talking shit. Everybody's pretty much talking shit back and forth. Vernon was like, just calm down. She'll get tired of hearing herself talk eventually. Leslie, me, and my daughter all said, no, she won't at the same time. So that was funny. They ended up sending Martin home because he was too mad. Leslie showed the DNA test to prove that not everything she said, was to prove that Ted is Eva's biological father. I still very much want Leslie to be Kat's mom. I think that, if she has that up her sleeve, after all is said and done, after they find out what she did to Laura, everything, she can still be like, haha, you don't know this. And her being Kat's mom would keep her around for a while. And as I was watching the scenes, I'll just talk to you guys. I was looking at my news, but we'll just talk. As we were watching the scene, I was speaking in like Leslie. As I was watching this, me and my daughter. All right, I'm being silly. As we were watching the scenes of Kat and Eva together, and their back and forth. You guys saw it was going back and forth. Some pretty good quips. It was one thing Kat said to Eva. She called her a curbside delivery. I was like, damn, that's tough. And Eva was saying she loves Nicole and Ted. Kat was saying Eva's just like her mom, and it hurt Kat, and Kat's got tears coming down. Sorry, that's my oven going off because I'm preheating it because, like I said, I gotta make dinner after this. I prefer to do oven over microwave, But Kat was mean to Eva, which, granted, why wouldn't she be at this point? I didn't really take great notes. They were just going back and forth. But as it was playing out, there were so many things. First of all, I was like, oh, sisters are fighting. But there were so many things they said where, it would be just an extra layer to it if what I want to be true is true, and that Leslie is Kat's mom. She was like, the way she would say your mother or this or like that, I was just like, oh, please let it be. Please be on the gates. I won't be mad. You took my idea. Just do that. Do it for me, please. I need it. I need Leslie to stay around. But I did get pissed with Leslie at the end. Since I'm just talking. After their back and forth, Kat left, and Eva, she cried. And I judge people on how they cry. Whether or not I can believe it. I wouldn't say she the best, but she wasn't the worst. I would give her at least a 7, maybe even an 8.5. It just really depends on the scale of who we holding her against. If we judging her against Christina on General Hospital, then give her a 109 on a scale of 1 to 10, because far better. But I appreciated she did the she ain't trying to be cute with it. Some people try to the pretty cry. She was just like, I'm gonna give you ugly tears. I appreciate that because it is ugly when you cry. If you guys ever looked in the mirror when you cry, ladies, that shit is not cute. Like I think I make a decently pretty, like a fine, a sad face. Like I can do that, and I don't think that's too horrible. But really crying, woo, it's not cute. It's worse than that probably. But so I appreciated that. But Eva goes home, and Leslie has gotten left to Dupree's by then, and she's drinking a glass of wine in her robe, posted up on the kitchen counter, so she can see the door. She's waiting for Eva to come home, and Leslie done locked her out and put the chain on the door so she can't get in. Oh, that's so cold. So that means like, and I get it. I like Leslie, but I still think that's fucked up. Like all this stuff she was talking about her daughter with the Duprees, and then she do this to Eva. That's why I'm telling you, Kitty Cat. That's Eva's daughter, not Eva's daughter, Leslie's daughter. All right, so we have Nicole and Ted. She's saying everything you can expect. Like, I don't know who you are. You've been lying to me this whole time. She moved me. I didn't let myself cry, but because like I've been through the loss, and I know many of us have been through the type of loss that Nicole has been through, and Ted, but we're talking about Nicole right now. I had to stop myself from letting myself feel it, because like once, I don't know, you guys know sometimes if you tap into your own pain, especially the death of a child, once you're in that moment, it's very hard to, like, you can't just snap out of it. And I was like, you know, I gotta do my videos, I sit here with my daughter, I gotta make dinner, and I didn't let myself feel it as much as I would have felt it. So I hats off to Nicole, the actress that playing her. She did what she needed to do in those scenes. The dialogue, shout out to the writers as well. She said my body was betraying me. Excuse me, and that line implies like the guilt. There's so much guilt when you lose a child. I hate even calling losing a child, but it's like it's hard not to blame yourself, because as women, we're like, this is what our bodies do. We made to make the babies. And to not be able to like deliver a healthy baby, and especially if she went through that over and over again, it was just, I really felt for her. And like I feel for Ted for like 10%, because all those losses, that was his babies too, and understanding that that's how he dealt with his grief, by pretending and going off and fucking Leslie, Dana, or whatever. But like Nicole said, taking her son there, taking Martin with to go visit his whore. She didn't say that. I said that. She might have said that, but I don't think so. I don't think Nicole called her that. So I think Nicole blames Ted more. Nicole seems to blame Ted more than Leslie, and I appreciate that, because so often as women we don't. We blame the other woman, and I no judgment, because I've been the woman to blame the other woman, and I've been unknowingly the other woman too. And you know, the guy's always the one who gets to walk away clear, or like, and doesn't have all that emotional turmoil and trying to figure out what's real and what's not. So I appreciated that Nicole was focused her anger right on Ted where it belongs. Again, the dialogue being so realistic. She said something about how you fix your lips to say that to me. I was like, yes, that's so real. Then she talked about how she could have gotten STD, and all the time she went to a checkup for her doctors and said there was no chance. It was just so real. It's like, these are the things you play back in your mind and you wonder. It's just well written and well acted. She ended up sending Ted to a hotel. He was shocked that she was kicking him out, putting him out. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like, he is not being accountable enough. He is not being sorry, apologetic enough. He's not taking ownership over what he actually did enough. He's making it like Leslie is the bad guy. And don't get me wrong, Leslie is the bad guy. But Ted is the worst guy. For real. Ted could have stopped all of this. He never had to cheat to start with, and then he could have, once he, like Nicole said, once he knew Leslie was in town, all he had to do was say something. As much as Kat said Eva could have spared everybody this embarrassment, Ted could have too, and he chose not to. And he knew it was wrong though, because he chose to unburden himself to Andre. Like he knew, but he didn't want to get caught. All right, so then we have Martin. He came home, started throwing books because one of the books was one that Ted had given him and had like a dedication to him in it. He started throwing the books. Smitty came home, was like, "What is this? What is going on?" I'm like, "Do you know what it is?" All the internet, everybody know what it is. But they were pretty nice. It was nice to see. I did enjoy the scene. Not that Smitty should always be the one having to calm down Big Bag Martin, but you know, this is his husband, and they were going through a lot, and I do appreciate the way he calmed him down. One of the books was, I think, was it T.S. Eliot, the author, but the name of it was The Invisible Man, and he said that, and the way he said it was very heavy, and Smitty was like, "Nah, like I see you," and that was sweet. Then that's pretty much it. I wasn't really going by no notes, so let me make sure. Like I said, my notes weren't great because I was pretty engrossed in the show, and it was just so much dialogue heavy. Like my daughter said, it was mostly just the fallout of everything that it's been building up to. So I enjoyed it very much, and I'm 12 minutes in, so it's not too brief. The only other thing I have is that we got to hear Anita singing, and she sounds decent. It's not, I know it's not probably what everybody's expecting, but we just have to remember, like, she's a Tony Award winner. She's a classically trained singer. She's a theater actor, singer. So it's just a different style of music. But I felt like it was very beautiful today, very fitting. The montage, I love, it's very traditional, very old school soapiness to do, like the music, or well, not necessarily someone singing, but just to have the music playing at the end of an episode, and then just like the montage of where everyone is and how everyone is coping with their pain in that moment. Very beautiful, very much very nostalgic for me. But I appreciated Anita singing, and it was nice to see, like, this is something they do. They gather around the piano, she sings, and like they're all just kind of comforting each other. I appreciate that. All right, and that's all I got. Hopefully, well, guys, I don't even know. I can't even lie to you. I got some mommy stuff to do tomorrow after work as well, so it'll probably be much rush like this today as well. But the sweeps are sweeping. Beyond the Gates is sweeping. I am thoroughly swept, so I appreciate it. Thank you guys for everything. I'm gonna stop talking now. Live long and prosper.